And Switzerland bring the ball in now, straight to centre pivot, where the ball is optioned back and sent up to the centre end, where Celia Bouzel-Boujon shoots, caught cleanly by Italy. Italy returned to the left-hand side, switched to the right, switched again to the left. Giulio Pessino shoots, but the ball is caught cleanly by Swiss front line. Returned to second line and passed down to the left-hand side, where it switched across to the right, and the ball is shot in again, caught cleanly front line by Italy defence. Italy bring the ball now to the upper end, switching play, it comes up to the right hand side, the shot comes in but caught cleanly again front line by Swiss defence. They play the ball down the opposite end now, where the ball is shot, dug up front line, caught cleanly second line, returned to the left hand side, shot in by Italy but caught cleanly front line by Swiss defence. Ball comes up to the central defender at the opposite end, and the shot comes in on the right hand side, caught cleanly by Italy's second line. Italy switched the play to the left hand side, and the shot comes in, and points scored this time. That was, I believe that was 4 shots, all caught front line or dug up front line. The ball now comes in to centre pivot for the Swiss, and the ball is shot high and wild over the top now. Italy decide to exploit the weakness and flip the ball left quickly, where the ball is switched right, and the shot comes in, caught front line by the Swiss. They play to second line and send the ball down to the left hand side. The ball is shot and caught cleanly front line by Italy number 12, Simona Merlone. The ball's returned to the left hand side at the same end, and the shot comes in but caught cleanly when front line, where the shoot back comes in but shorts unfortunately called. Okay, Switzerland bring the ball into centre pivot, where it's flipped out to Vanessa Rencic. She shoots, but foot on line called by the referee. Italy bring the ball in now up to the central defender at the opposite end. Simona Merlone returns, and the ball comes into the left-hand side for a shot, but landing given by the central referee. Celia Bouzel-Boujon takes the breakdown and sends the ball into the central pivot, where the ball is sent onto the right-hand side. Switched across, very nice switch, and attempted shot, but frame ball called by the referee. Italy now bring the ball in from a breakdown, where they take it to the opposite end. The ball is switched across to the left-hand side, and the shot comes in. Caught cleanly front line by the Swiss, who return the play to the same end, right-hand side, and the shot comes in, but caught cleanly front line by the Italian defence. Italy send the ball the opposite end, where the ball is shot, and point scored by Irene Fanani. Very good low shot there, caught the Swiss out. Ball comes in now, and Lynn Besson returns the ball to the same end, where it's attempted to switch by Dana Materi, but unfortunately the switch is a bit wide. Simona Merlone starts with the ball now and sends the ball straight the way up to the central defender at the opposite end for Italy, who returns it back to Simona and sent to the left-hand side, where the ball is shot, picked up front line, and second line couldn't quite get hold of it, and the ball goes to ground, points to Italy. Maylin Aguilera brings the ball in now, right the way up to central defender for Switzerland. The ball is sent from the right to the left and switched back to the right hand side, where the shot comes in a little bit high, so that surprised Italy there. Points scored. Italy didn't have 2 players in second line defence there, and the weakness was exploited. Italy now send the ball in, and Laura Rebosi sends the ball, but unfortunately not completed. Switzerland take a quick breakdown. Ball is switched and shot by Vanessa Rencic, but caught by Italy. They send the ball back to the same end, to the right hand side. The ball shot, but caught front line by the Swiss. The ball is caught third line by the Italians, who play the opposite end, and Irene Fanani shoots and scores. The Swiss now bring the ball in now to central pivot, who it is returned to the right hand side from the end it came, back to centre pivot, and Lynn Besson sends the ball straight to the left hand side. The ball is shot and caught cleanly front line. Italy take the ball out to centre and try to return, but unfortunately a little misunderstanding. Celia Bouzel-Boujon sends the ball into centre pivot, and Lynn Besson sends it on to the left hand side for Switzerland, where the shot comes in through a big gap. A rare gap in Italian front line there. and a point easily scored by the Swiss. The Italians bring the ball in now to centre pivot, where the ball's sent out to the right-hand side. It's optioned out long down the court and sent to the right-hand shooter, where the ball is shot, and Irene Fernani shoots short. Point given to the Swiss there. That brings the Swiss back to within 2 points of the Italians. The Italians bring the ball in now to centre pivot, who send it back to the left-hand side. Ball starts in for the Swiss now, quick breakdown, and ball is switched and caught cleanly front line by Simona Maloney. The ball sent to the middle and up to the right hand side for Italy, who shoot, but the ball is caught cleanly by Samantha Rubina. Sent up now via the centre pivot to the right hand side, quick switch, and the shot comes in from the left hand side. So Francesca Castellini brings the ball in now and sends the ball down to the left hand side, and it's switched across to the right, but unfortunately the ball goes to ground. Italy are waiting for defence, but the ball is switched via Lynn Besson up to the other end, and the ball is shot by the Swiss but caught cleanly front line. Maria Negresolo shoots, but unfortunately the ball is short. Now we bring the ball in for Italy, straight the way up central defence, and the ball is sprayed to the right hand side. Switch left and switch back to the right, where the shot comes in, and the shot is scored. A little bit of confusion in the Swiss front line there, but they've been so reliable. The ball's now brought into Lynn Besson for the Swiss, who sends it back to right hand side the same end, back to Lynn Besson in the middle, and now sends it right hand side the other end, where the ball is shot and caught high by Simona Malone. The ball is returned to the same end where it's switched, and the shot comes in cleanly straight through a big gap now by Maria Negresolo. Molina Galero going to bring the ball in from the back now, and it comes into the end pivot at the opposite end. The ball's returned to the end it started from and past the left-hand shooter, where it's quick switched across, and the shot comes in high, retained by Francesca Castellini. The ball is switched to the opposite end and shot from the right-hand side, but caught cleanly by the Swiss front line. Out to left-hand side, back to the right, where the ball is switched back to the left-hand side. Vanessa Rentrick shoots and scores a point. The Italians couldn't get on the end of that one.